Hello my dear students, welcome back to the online classes for physics, and we will be continuing with the chapter measurement. This will be your second lecture on this chapter, and in this class we are going to discuss firstly kinds of unit, and secondly we will be doing systems of unit. So the two topics for today's discussion are kinds of unit and systems of unit. Now, kinds of unit, there are two kinds. The first kind is fundamental unit, also called basic. And the second kind is derived unit. Now, we'll be first dealing with fundamental or basic unit. Then we will go to derived unit because it has got a strong relationship with the fundamental unit. Okay, so let's see what fundamental unit is. Fundamental unit. Now, the name itself suggests fundamental. It does not need the help of any other unit for its expression. So, fundamental or basic unit is that which is independent. It is called fundamental because it is independent of any other unit. So, fundamental unit is actually independent. It does not depend on any other unit, or which can neither be changed nor can be related to any other fundamental unit. So one fundamental unit, you have it, you cannot change it into any other unit, okay, nor you can relate it to any other fundamental unit. Definition will be clear only when I give you the example. For example, unit of mass. So if I go to the standard system of unit of mass, it is kilogram, kg, all right. So to express kilogram, you don't have to take the help of other unit like the unit of time. You don't need to use second, or you don't have to use meter to express kilogram. It is standing on its own. You cannot break it into, you cannot change it into any other fundamental unit, nor you can relate kilogram to any other fundamental unit. That is the meaning of fundamental or basic unit, and as I told you, it is independent of any other unit. Now, I will be giving you the list of fundamental physical quantities. Okay, unit, the fundamental quantities. Firstly, the fundamental quantity, the first fundamental quantity is length. Okay, second fundamental physical quantity is mass. Now these quantities do not have to take the help of any other quantities for their expression. These are independent. And time. These are the three fundamental quantities. Later, some more fundamental quantities were added in the SI system. I'll be giving you the list. After time, temperature also is considered to be a fundamental quantity. Fifth one, you have luminous intensity, intensity of light. Luminous intensity. The sixth fundamental quantity is electric current, and seventh one is amount of a substance. So this is the list of the 7 fundamental quantities which has been included in the SI system. I'll be doing the system of units later in the same class. So the units of all these 7 fundamental physical quantities are called fundamental units. Okay. The next type of unit, kind of unit, is derived unit. Derived because it has been derived or taken from the fundamental units. All right. For example, unit of speed. Now you should know that speed is equal to distance divided by time, distance upon time. So speed is the rate of change of distance with respect to time. Okay. Now unit of speed will be unit of distance, that is, say, meter. In SI system it is meter, divided by unit of time, that is second. So unit of speed is meter per second. Now it contains 2 units in it. One is meter, another one is second, which if you take it individually they are fundamental, but this unit of speed is the combination of 2 fundamental units. That is why unit of speed happens to be a derived unit. So derived units are those which depend on the fundamental units. You can see here this unit of speed depends on the fundamental units meter and second, or which can be expressed in terms of the fundamental units. So that is the meaning of derived units. There is a long list of derived units which you can go through in your books. All right. Likewise, I'll give you another example. Volume is, if you take the volume of a cube, it is length into, go by the formula, length into breadth into height. Now unit of volume will be equal to unit of length multiplied by unit of breadth multiplied by unit of height. So if I take the SI system, SI unit of volume will be equal to unit of length is meter, unit of breadth again breadth, meter, unit of height is meter, which is meter cube. Now this has taken the help of the fundamental unit meter, and meter has been repeated thrice in this unit of volume. That is why unit of volume is a derived unit and not a fundamental unit. All right. Now, after learning about the 2 types of units or the 2 kinds of units, we will now proceed to learn about the different systems of unit. Systems of unit. In mechanics, length, mass and time. Length, mass and time are considered to be the 3 fundamental physical quantities. Okay. Now for the units of these 3 physical quantities, various systems have been used, okay, depending upon the size of these quantities. Say if the length is very small, we don't go for a very big system. Say if you take the length of the pen that I'm using, okay, now I cannot use kilometer to find out its length because it is very small. Because of this size, we cannot go to choose a very big unit for its description. All right. So what I'm going to do is I will take a small standard unit for measurement of a very small quantity. Likewise, if the measurement is a big one, say the distance between 2 cities, we cannot go for meter or centimeter, we have to go for kilometer. Now that is the unit of length but in another system of units. So that is the meaning of systems of unit, and in each system we will be dealing with the units of length, mass and time. So let me quickly tell you what are the three systems of unit here. The first system of unit is CGS system. The second system is MKS system. The third one is FPS system. And the fourth one is SI system. Now these two, MKS and SI, are more or less the same. The difference is that SI is just the modified and advanced version of the MKS system of units. Okay, so let me tell you what CGS system means, then I will go to the remaining three. Now CGS, this is a system in which CGS is a system in which the unit of length is centimeter, unit of mass is gram, and unit of time is second. So the full form of CGS system is centimeter, gram and second. So it is a system in which unit of length is centimeter, gram, unit of mass is gram and unit of time is second. It is also called the French system. So CGS system is also called the French system because the French people follow this system. The second system of unit is MKS system. Here, unit of length is meter, unit of mass is kilogram, and unit of time is again second. So MKS system, the full form is meter, kilogram and second. So it is a system in which the unit of length is meter, unit of mass is kilogram and unit of time is second. It is also called metric system. Okay, so CGS system is called the French system, MKS system is called the metric system. Going to the third system of unit, it is FPS system. We don't use this in this part of the world. Okay, it is a system which the British people use. It is a system in which length is measured in foot, mass is measured in pound, and time is measured in second. So if you have noticed, in all the three systems of unit of time remains the same, that is second, but the unit of length and mass are different in these different systems. So as I told you, it is a system which we don't use which we don't use in this part of the world. It is followed by the British people, so it is also called the British system of units. Okay, so the three systems of units are CGS, full form is centimeter, gram, second. Second one is MKS, meter, kilogram, second. The third system is FPS, foot, pound, second. And the fourth and the most important system of unit is SI system. Okay, the full form of which is Systeme Internationale de Unites. So it is, the full form of SI system is Systeme Internationale de Unites, the meaning of which is international system of units which has been accepted internationally. Okay, now this is nothing but modified version of the MKS system. Okay, MKS system just gives you a description or the full form of the units of length, mass and time. Okay, now in addition to the units of length, mass and time, there are other units added to this system which has been accepted internationally, and this system is called SI system. Now I will give you a table, okay, in which the different fundamental quantities with their units in the SI system will be mentioned. Here it is. In SI system, fundamental quantities mentioned. There are 7 total fundamental quantities mentioned in the SI system, and the units, the full name of the units is in the second column, and thirdly you can see the symbol for various units here. Okay, so let me tell you one by one what it means. The first fundamental physical quantity is length, whose SI unit is meter and its symbol is m, small m. All right. Mass, the second physical quantity, fundamental quantity, unit of which is kilogram. The full form is kilogram. In short, we write it as kg, small kg. Thirdly, time, unit of which is second, symbol is s. Temperature also is a fundamental physical quantity. Unit is Kelvin. Symbol is capital K. Now here all these symbols were used in small letter. Here all of a sudden K has become capital because it has been named after a scientist. But the long name or the full form of all the units, irrespective of whether it is named after a scientist or not, you have to write it in small letters. Okay, but the symbol you have to be careful. If named after a scientist, it has to be capital. If not named after a scientist, it can be small letter. Then the next physical quantity, fundamental quantity in the SI system of units is luminous intensity. It gives you the intensity of light. Unit is candela. Symbol is CD, small cd. Okay. Next, electric current also is considered to be a fundamental physical quantity. Unit of which is ampere. Symbol is capital A. Capital A because ampere is the name of a scientist. And lastly, we have amount of a substance. It gives you an idea about the amount of a substance. Okay. Unit is mole and symbol is MOL. So these are the 7 fundamental physical quantities stated under the SI system. All right. So let me give you a brief revision of what we have done in this class. Today in this class we did the 2 kinds of units, fundamental and the derived units. I also gave you a few examples of the fundamental and the derived units, and we proceeded to learn about the various systems of units, and you came to know that there are 4 systems of units. The first one is CGS system, the full form for which is centimeter, gram, second. The second system of unit is MKS system. M is meter, K is kilogram, S is second. Thirdly, we have FPS, also called the British system. F is foot, P is pound, S is second. Okay, and lastly we learned about the SI system of units, which is a modified version of the MKS system, and the list of the fundamental quantities under the SI system is on the board. All right, that is all for today's class. See you in the next class.